Everyone, my name is Renchu Song, and this is my presentation. My topic is Sonata for alto saxophone and piano number 29. This presentation is four-part, that is context, analyze, reference, and question. So let's just begin at context. Talk about the saxophone sonata number 29. We must know the composer, that is Robert Mukinsky. Robert Mukinsky is a very famous composer. He was born in America, but his memory is Polish. So he is a Polish-American composer and pianist. As an outstanding neoclassical composer in the 20th century, his works are highly distinctive, often with a variety of the music colors, breaking through the traditional style of music and different style of movement contrast. So he is very brilliant and different. He created a lot of the music that most famous about saxophone is the saxophone sonata number 29. It is one of the most classical saxophone pieces with the performance techniques and innovation that only appeared in the music of the 20th century. It breaks the idea that classical works pay too much attention to form structure. So that's why I decided to talk about the sonata number 29, because it's just too unique. Okay, let's just analyze this music and enjoy it. At the beginning of the piece, the theme of main part begins at the soft bar, with a large number of attached reason type. Long line up and rich reason changes are adopted. The section rapidly changes between 3/4 time and 4/4 time. Therefore, it is necessary to mark the beat and practice with the metronome at the beginning. At the same time, we should pay attention to the music. It should not be too dull. We should constantly compare strong and weak to promote the development of music, but not too strong and too weak. The music of the section should be in a kind of the rippling feeling, because too large range of the strong and weak changes will destroy the music atmosphere of this section. Phrasing is very important too. We should pay attention to continuity and should be braced at the end of the long phrase. Otherwise, the phrase will become staccato and lose the beauty of the music. That is tragedy. So let's see the demonstrate about this section. Okay. The secondary theme is a lyrical and gentle section. It is very interesting. The intensity of the mark on the score is pianissimo at first. So the overall feeling is quite soft and full of singing. That is the key of this section. In the saxophone performance, the soft playing is very difficult to control, So in the performance, should pay attention to adjust the brace as soft as possible. In this section, the notes are dense and gorgeous. The reason changes rapidly, and the music intensity changes greatly, which is different and difficult of the performance of the work. Therefore, we should practice slowly, stick to each beat, blow each note clearly, and pay attention to the whole note marked on score. Then, from the piano in section 20, you can see the intensity continues to strength and the range keeps rising. So let's see the demonstration and listen. Okay, you can see that at first I'm just very soft, and all of these sections are very soft, and it's just very like singing. My teacher told me if you want to do very well in this section, you must to singing in the heart and breath. Okay. Next part is very interesting. In the bar 25 and 26 and 28, the performance of overtone appears. So we must use a very special skill that's called overblowing. Overblowing is a special technique that is difficult to control in the saxophone performance, but it's my favorite technique. I still try to study about that. At the same time, the section of the overblowing fingering is particularly critical, and an appropriate fingering can make the connection of the overtone more smooth and convenient. Let's just see how can I do that. In this demonstration, my overtone is not very perfect, but I still try to study about that. And I have a lot of experience about this. And this is my favorite section in these music pieces. Okay, this is a recapitulation part, but it's not a complete recapitulation. It's interval relationship of 2 degrees with the original theme. The music starts with the piano and remains emotionless, and ends with a reduced end note. Each note needs to be played clearly. That is the key of this part. You must do performance as clear as possible. The end note can have a little trail to make the music fade away, give the impression that the boat is drifting away. Just think about that and listening. Okay, you can see that I didn't suddenly stop. I just trail and try to slowly disappear. That is very interesting and beautiful. So That's all of my presentation. And this is reference of this presentation. If you are interested, you can check in the internet. Okay, did anyone have any questions about this? What is overblowing and how to practice overblowing? Yeah, that is very interesting and nice question. Overblowing is to blow a wind instrument so as to produce an overtone instead of a fundamental tone. And how to practice overblowing? Firstly, the flow of the brace should be larger than that of the normal playing. At the same time, pay attention to the pressure exerted by the lips on the reed. Not too much. Relax as much as possible. If you push the reed too hard, the overtone will not be accurate and pure. Secondly, the overtone pitch should be realized when practicing overblowing. You can plan the overtone pitch that you want to practice on the piano and try to plan beside it, listening and imagine it as much as possible, close to the pitch of the piano. But since everyone's saxophone is different from of the manufacturing and the bracing habits are also different, so there is no fixed fingering for overblowing. You can just try for yourself and just 2 rows that is pure and convenient. Okay, that is all my presentation. Thank you for your patience and listening. See you next time. Goodbye.